This is what people would have you believe of the story of Moses and the 10 plagues of Egypt. That God sent Moses to deliver his chosen people. Pharaoh's heart and mind were so determined to keep the Israelite people in bondage that the Egyptians suffered great tragedies. But this omits a key bit of information. That God was behind it the whole time. Yes, God was the one hardening the Pharaoh's heart so that he would not let the people go. In case you missed it, God says it multiple times. Yet he was quite lazy about doing it, since you'll see the Pharaoh letting the Jews go multiple times, only for God to step in and harden the Pharaoh's heart, and making the Pharaoh probably feel like he's losing his mind. God's explanation for this strange battle with himself via Moses and the Pharaoh was so that Moses could tell his children and grandchildren how God brutalized the Egyptians and convince his people that he is God, as if there were no other way to do this. And that's not entirely true, because back in Exodus 4, God wants Moses to tell the Pharaoh that Israel is my firstborn son, and I have told you, let my son go so he may worship me, but you refuse to let him go, so I will kill your firstborn son. So that was God's plan the whole time. And oddly trying to skirt responsibility by blaming the Pharaoh for something that God made happen so that he could kill his children. It's explained so many times in Exodus, I find it bewildering as to why it's somehow forgotten in the telling of the story by almost every Sunday school teacher, pastor, etc. Even after he kills their firstborn sons, you think he would be done. But no. The Lord hardened the heart of the Pharaoh king of Egypt so that he pursued the Israelites into the wilderness and die. And why did all of this happen? Because God forced the Pharaoh to refuse to follow God's commandments. What an absolute maniac. This was Scriptures with an Atheist.